Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas. Your source for Ford news, update, and information, including your Mustang Mach-E information, because this video is covering the 2026 Ford Mustang Mach-E. The order banks are opened up, and we're covering the GT trim level in this video, including that GT Rally package and the new California special package that's come out for this year. And so if you like videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos that we have coming out. And this video, we're going to cover all the standard equipment, plus the different packages available and standalone options for the GT trim in this video. So make sure you kind of use those timestamps to move around, get the information you're looking for and everything like that in case you want to order a vehicle from your local dealer or from us. Now, if you're wanting to order a vehicle from us, we are doing invoice pricing, including on the GT and GT rallies, and $1,000 off if you finance a vehicle with us as well. Now, if you lease a vehicle, we won't be able to get the $1,000 off, but we'll still honor the invoice pricing for you on one of those as well, with even a lease. So we're going to dive in here and let's cover the build and price for just a second. Try to make this short. I noticed in the other videos that I did, I went on and on about this, but build and price over here on Ford.com. If we go to vehicles and we go to electric and go to Mustang Mach-E here, you'll see everything in here is the 2025 model year. The build and price here, that is for 25. 26 model year information is not in here. So production is supposed to start January, I think the week of January 5th for the Mustang Mach-E, and that's probably about when you're going to see the build and price. We're seeing on some of the other vehicles that they're launching just a little bit before they start production, but on most of them they're kind of waiting until that time. Maverick starts production next week, and the build and price is going to be available. That's when it's going to be launching on their website. So I assume that's what it'll be for this as well. So if you're wanting some information, because like I said, everything in here is based on 25 model year information. And so we're seeing here, like last year, the GT started at $54,495. But I do have a place you can go if you want to see this year's pricing and everything, and that is our website, McArthur.com. We do have a build and price available. Just go up to order your new Ford. I will at some point switch out this 25 for the Mach for the 26. Probably do it by the time the video goes live. But if you do want to get it, right up here, go to order your Ford, and that has all of the vehicles right there, including the Mustang Mach-E for 26. Start your order. Now, when you select that for that Mach-E, then you comes over here to this page, and you can see here for the we're talking about the GT. It's only available in all-wheel drive. We'll go rear-wheel drive. It's not available, so it's only going to be available in all-wheel drive, and it's $53,395 this year. So it's $1,100 cheaper this year, and we'll kind of go over and tell you why it's cheaper this year than it was last year, because there are some features that are now in as part of the tech package. But on the GT, really for the most part, there's a lot of vehicles. The tech package is going to be standard equipment, which like on the premium was removed, and you had to add the tech package. On the GT, those will be available, but they did remove one thing from the GT, and we'll get to that when we get to mechanical features. So let's go ahead and go back over to Ford's website and jump into that and get into all the details about what's included in the powertrain options here for us. Mechanical features is what I'd like to say. So going in here and talking about this, for those features, we do have, of course, as I mentioned, standard extended range, standard dual motors, and all-wheel drive, 91 kilowatt battery on this one. So it's bigger than the premium extended range and the select extended range. Single speed transmission, just like the others. Does have the 3 selectable drive modes, including an engage, a whisper, and that unbridled extended. So you can stay in unbridled longer, or it holds the unbridled a little bit longer when you take off. We do get the brake coach with the when you're in the engage mode, I should say. 1 pedal drive as well. And then, of course, the charging is just like the others, has that J1772 combo connector system, that CCS charge port that enables you to do 120 volt or 240 volt level 2 charging, or the DC fast charging level 3 charging with it. Now on AC charging, it will cap out at 11 kilowatt with 48 amp capability, and the DC charging will be up to 150 kilowatt capability there. It does have the LED charge status, that indicator on the charge port with a courtesy illumination so you know where you're at. Blue oval charge network as well. Front and rear stabilizer bar. We do have the electric power assist steering. Electric parking brake, includes auto hold, the vapor injection heat pump as well. all with this. Now, one of the things you're going to notice is not included this year than it was last year on the mechanical features is that it doesn't have the McArthur dampening suspension. So that's probably the biggest reason why it's cheaper than last year. So that's going to be a big difference. Now there is going to be a way to get that back along with the performance upgrade that was optional last year in its own package. They'll put those together in a package that we'll talk about later in the video. And then of course, lastly, the pedestrian alert sounder, which is kind of a safety feature. So speaking of that, let's go ahead and drive over and let's talk about those safety features. For the driver and front passenger, you have a dual stage front airbag. It deploys a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. Speaking of that, the driver will get a knee impact airbag as well. That'll come down from that steering column. We have a front seat mounted side impact airbag and a rear seat mounted side impact airbags. There are only 2 vehicles that gets a rear seat side impact airbag, Mustang Mach-e and the Mustang. The side curtain airbag as well that's going to deploy down from the top with the rollover sensor and help you in those situations. Heaven forbid that ever happens where there's a rollover situation. Advanced track, the electronic stability control as well that goes along with that. So try to keep you going on your intended path. We do have electric traction control as well with this. And you do also have the automatic emergency braking oncoming. So that'll help brake the vehicle for you when you have that situation. It kind of goes along with the pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. So front collision warning, where if you're going along and you would hit the person in front of you, if maybe they're turning real slow or they're braking and you're not paying attention, it alerts you, it sets off the lights on the dash, tones as well. You need to stop, preloads the brakes, but will brake the vehicle if you don't. And then pedestrian detection under certain speeds, it will detect pedestrians as well. Blah. Get that out. Post-collision braking too, and then we do get the SOS post-crash alert system. That's going to honk the horns and flash the lights if you're, in an accident off the side of the road. Intersection assist as well. So if you're coming across that intersection and it sees that there's someone coming, the situation I see this really probably might happen is where there's 2 lanes coming, and maybe you got one that's kind of out here and they're turning. You can't see the vehicle pass through them, and so you kind of turn. I've had some situations like that. It sees that vehicle, it's going to stop. So that's a nice feature to have. And then we do get the lane keeping system. So that's going to give you that driver alert that if you take your hands off the steering wheel too often or need to use it too often, it's going to alert you and say, hey, you need to pull over because you need to get some coffee or something, right? Also does have the lane keeping aid and alert. And alert's going to do is when this is activated is if you cross over the line and it's going to vibrate the steering wheel. The aid system will try to keep you in your line. Now, this can be activated with or without the cruise control, so it can work in town at the slower speeds as well. And then road edge detection. So if you're some of those lanes, you can't always see the lines, but it can see the road edge. So if you're getting close to that road edge, it detects and makes a different sound. I've actually had this go off in my Expedition and works really well. Advanced security package. It gets the security lock, passive anti-theft system, which means only the coded key can start the vehicle, and the perimeter alarm. So this is going to, when you lock that vehicle up, secure the perimeter. In fact, I had mine go off in my Mach-e on a trip once because my son stayed in there and I locked it and left with the key. He didn't have a key in there and he started moving around and it started to honk the horns, flashes the lights and everything. So it secures the vehicle up there for you. All right, let's take a look at the interior here for us, or the exterior. Let me pull that up. All right, now talking about these exterior features here, I kind of pulled up this one. I want to move this around to where you can see the grille really well. There you go. This will have a unique front fascia on the front, different than any of the others for the GT. So we do have a body colored upper with a black painted lower right down in here. So we'll look a little different, almost like the look you get with the Sport Appearance package on the Premium in a sense. You'll notice that with the grille as well right there. Does have the front parking sensors. Is going to be standard equipment here for you. This does come with the tech package standard equipment, unlike on the Premium where it was an upgrade. It's going to be included on this one. Grille shield with the gloss black in the front. Again, just kind of like the Sport Appearance package gets from the Premium. Illuminated front pony badge as well on this. And we do have the active grille shutters. They're going to open and close when it needs to right here. And works really well. Front recovery hook, and that's going to be stored in the underload floor in the back. That's just in case you need to, they need to pull you or whatever, it's a lot easier for them to do that and hook that up and be able to tow you if they need to. Configurable daytime running lamps as well. And this will get the LED projector headlights with the LED signature lighting. So it's these lights right here. Looks really cool. And those, if you have the configurable daytime running lights, I believe that is what's on. We do have the wiper activated headlamps as well. So when these wipers are on, the headlights will come on. And we do get the auto lamps. So they'll come on automatic when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light. And then auto high beams as well. So when it's dark outside, when this is activated and you have it turned on, then the high beams will turn on. Somebody approaches you, it'll shut them off. And then when they go by you, it'll turn them back on. So that way you don't have to do it yourself. Laminated glass on this. So 2 pieces of glass with plastic kind of in between to help adhere it to if anytime there's something that hits it, right? And we do also get rain sensing wipers, just like the others. If in one of the intermittent settings and this is activated, it's going to turn the wipers on when you need to, when it needs to clear that off. 360-degree camera as well, standard equipment on this. Again, part of that tech package. So camera on the front, underneath each of the mirrors, and in the back, so you can see it completely around the vehicle. Standard wheel here is going to be a 20-inch monochromatic high gloss black painted wheel. So similar to the sport appearance package on the premium, but it'll be a 20-inch wheel. Black painted wheel center caps with the pony graphics. 245, 45, R20 all season tire as well. Individual tire pressure monitoring system for those. 4-wheel disc brakes with an analog braking system. And don't forget about that regenerative braking system. Now, standard equipment on this will be the Brembo branded front brakes with the red painted calipers. So that's going to be standard equipment on these. It was part of the sport appearance package, but they removed it from that on the premium. So really the only way you can get these, the Brembo brakes and such, is with the GT. For the mirrors, power heated glass, also power fold feature with the memory for the driver, LED turn signals as well, that black painted mirror caps as well on there, and the projector pony lamp that's going to project that pony down on the ground for you as well. So, and then we do get the BLIS, the blind spot information system with cross traffic alerts. So if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. As you're backing up, someone's going to cross your path behind you. It's going to alert you as well, a series of tones and all kinds of things, so that way you won't back up into somebody. And if you are backing up, not paying attention to that, there is rear cross-traffic braking that's going to brake the vehicle as well. So we do have, I want to make sure I get this here. I think this shot right here is good. We do have front and rear door cladding that's going to be black painted. So we're talking about this right up here. It's black painted. Also, the lower rocker molding is going to be black painted too. So you'll see that. The wheel lip moldings will be body colored, painted as well. Like this is the star white, which isn't a free color, by the way. I just thought it looked really good for this. We do also have for the upper window molding will be black and a high gloss molding along the belt line here for you. We do have a body colored steel roof up here. So they'll have that right there. 4-door intelligent access. So key fob in your pocket. You just press and hit that little button. It's going to unlock it and pop that door open. Grab handle on the front doors as well as on the rear doors too back there. Security code keyless entry keypad. So just swipe that. That'll be on that B pillar for you. And we do have that E-latch system that helps you open the doors. And then, yes, I mentioned the grab handles front and rear. Kind of got a hold of myself there without looking at my notes. We do have a rear spoiler. It's going to be black painted rear spoiler back here. Also, we do have the center high-mounted stoplight. I like to call it third brake light. Rear defrost back here with the rear wiper and washer as well. LED tail lamps back there with sequential turn signals too back there. And then we do also have the GT badge on the liftgate too. And again, the camera system, 360-degree camera that goes along with this back here too. We do get the reverse sensing system. So as you're backing up, if someone's going to get as you get closer, it'll alert you of that, and does have reverse brake assist as well. So it'll brake the vehicle if you don't. Power liftgate is going to be standard equipment here for you on this. And on the lower bumper, you're going to see is going to be the body colored up here with the lower will be black painted under here. So a real good look to it. We do also have the adjustable load floor inside with two cargo hooks and tie downs. And then we do have a cargo area light back there as well as the power point in the back too. Here we go. We'll get to colors and everything in just a little bit, but you'll see what that looks like right there. We do have the carpeted flooring with the front and rear carpeted mats. Front door scuff plates, black molded in with the pony graphic. And for your lighting, you do have map lights up that are located in overhead console. We do have illuminated entry system with a courtesy lamp delay, which means it'll eventually will shut that off. We also do have a second row dome light, and you get ambient lighting, standard equipment in here that'll light up those footwells and underneath in the lower console and everything. We do have the instrument panel will be aluminum applique with a unique design. So let me go to this image here. So real nice and unique look to it here for the GT. And we also do have a center console with the pedestal armrest. You see that there with the GT embossed logo on there. Grab handles, driver and front passenger up there. And then second row, we'll get them as well with the coat hooks as well on there. So these, you can't see them, but they're handles up there. We do have unique city silver accent stitching on the seats. You'll also see that on the instrument panel and on the center console. So you'll see that kind of, doesn't mention the doors, but it looks like it's got on doors too. The seats are Ford Performance front seats. You're going to see right here with the Performance Gray ActiveX trimmed with unique Miko perforated reflective insert as well. 10-way power driver seat, forward and back, up and down. You do have tilt, which means it'll bring that front cushion up and down. We do also have power lumbar and power recline. The passenger side will be an 8-way. It does say 8-way, should be power forward and back, up and down, power recline, and power lumbar right there. Driver memory for the seats and the mirrors. Don't forget that. Heated front seats. So the driver and front passenger will get heated seats. Second row, 60/40, split fold down back seat back there with the center armrest that comes down. You can really see those perforations on those rear seats. We do have beverage holders in those armrests. And then the head restraints in the front are going to be fixed. Can't go up and down or forward and back. They are fixed in position. The back ones will go up and down for you. So, and then don't forget the driver memory does have extended memory. So it'll save settings for like your driver display, your radio navigation, driver assistance things, all those things for those different drivers. We do get the latch system, lower anchors and tethers for children that help you fasten those rear and front facing car seats into the outbound seats back there. And then we do have for the power windows, power one touch up and down feature for the front and the rear windows. So it means you just hard press it down, you can let go, and it's going to roll them down. You don't have to keep holding it. Also, this does have the global open close. Mentioned this on the other two trims as well. So on that key fob, if you're outside the vehicle, you can hit that unlock once and hold it for 5 seconds after that, and it's going to go ahead and roll those windows down. Allow for that heat to get out. You can even roll them up. A lot of vehicles will have global open, but not global close. Hit the lock once and then press and hold it for 5 seconds, and they'll go up as well. Power door locks, including auto unlock and lock. We do have child safety locks for those rear doors back there so that they don't open those up when you don't want them to. So you can do that inside the rear doors. Instrument panel is going to be a 12 or 10.2 digital cluster here for you. Give it all the information that you need there, including your battery and everything else like that, speed and all that. We do also have a manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Just pull the lever underneath. It'll go up and down, forward and back, get it just where you want it. And we do have a soft vinyl wrapped heated steering wheel with the City silver stitching. We do also have the monostable gear shifter. So it's not down here on the console, as you can see, but instead up here on this stock right here on the right side. We do also have the adaptive cruise control. That's going to get you the stop and go, lane centering, and the predictive speed assist. So the way adaptive cruise works, coming up behind somebody, it'll slow you down to go their speed and keep that safe distance without you having to adjust your cruise yourself. And then even bring it to complete stop in that stop and go traffic. So let's get going again. If you stop too long, just hit the resume button and you'll keep going. Lane centering means that you'll keep you in the center of your lane. This is different than lane keeping, which can be activated with or without the cruise on. This lane centering is activated with your cruise control. And then also your predictive speed assist means if you're coming to curve and it can't handle it at that speed, it'll predictively slow you down to handle the curve and then speed you back up. Also, with that, you get speed sign recognition with that. So it'll recognize any changes in the speed sign and speed zones and adjust your speed accordingly to what you chose as your gap or your distance there for you over the speed limits. Also, this is going to get the BlueCruise for 1 year included. So 1 year plus 90 days, you get the hardware as well. The others, that's part of the tech package, actually. So you're going to get that included here on the GT. Push button start located back there on the dash. And we do have the dual zone climate. So the driver and front passenger have 2 different temperatures. And you also have second row air registers back there. This does have the B&O audio sound system with the B-Sonic, Beosonic. I like that. I have it on my GT Rally, and I love it. 10-speaker audio sound system, including a subwoofer. SiriusXM with the 360L. You're going to get that for 3 months. After that, you'll need to sign up with Sirius, or there is a way to get it for a long period of time through the factory. So we'll get to that when we get to optional equipment. Sync 4A. With the enhanced voice recognition system, gives you the 15.5-inch center stack screen like you're seeing here, the cloud connected, 911 assist, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, the digital owner's manual, personal profiles. So you can set those up for each driver, and that controls, we mentioned that earlier with the special memory, also conversational voice commands. So you can set this up with certain OK words like OK forward, and it starts to listen. So you don't have to hit the little button on your steering wheel, and it's already allows you to change the temperature and that kind of thing. Also, the adaptive dash guards. So kind of see them down here. It has your most frequently used apps, and you can just click on them. So you don't have to keep going back to the home screen to change those. Auto dimming rear view mirror, so no little lever to worry about. It's just going to automatically dim that mirror, and when those cars come behind you with those bright lights. And then on the overhead console, we do have a sunglass bin up here. There's your lights up there, and we do have on the visors, back side of them, we'll have illuminated vanity mirrors on the back side of those for the driver and front passenger, and you will get the universal garage door opener as well included as standard equipment on the GT too. And you do get the glove box. Go back to this. There you go. Glove box as well. And we do get first and second row, we'll get USB ports. There'll also be a PowerPoint in the front console if you need it. And you get a wireless charging pad down here. So that is not standard equipment anymore, but is on the GT. It's part of that tech package for the premium and above. Ford connectivity package, you get that for 1 year. So audio video streaming, you get the entertainment, you get the connected navigation, unlimited Wi-Fi hotspot, so you don't have to go through AT&T, but through Ford. EV trip planner, live traffic, predictive destinations, and route guidance with that. So, and then again, you get that. That's all part of for 1 year included. And then after that, you'll need to sign up through Connected Services, or I'll tell you how you can do a one-time purchase if you'd like that way. The Ford app that allows you to be able to connect to that app. You can unlock and lock it whenever you want to. You can like kind of start it when you want to. You can actually schedule those departure times, so it'll start up and warm it up to what you want. You can also adjust the climate right from your app. You can't do that in any other vehicle but the electric vehicles. You also do get the charging as well and through the app. Phone is a key, and all that good stuff right there. And you can see the status of your vehicle, like how much tire pressure you have in there as well, and what your battery's at all times, which is real nice. All right. And then let's get into colors here for us. And so a couple colors that are not available this year. Multi Magenta and the Grabber Yellow. Those have been discontinued for this year. They will not be available this year. If you're wanting those, they won't be available. So now let's talk about some colors that are available on most of your GTs. There are some things on the Rally and the California Special that won't be available. Let's talk about just on without those packages, what colors are available. Of course, you do have the Shadow Black, no cost for that color there if you'd like it, and no cost for the Desert Sand as well. So those are two colors if you'd like those at no cost there. Now, some other colors that are available at a cost, and that is Velocity Blue is going to be $495 for that color. Eruption Green is $495 for that color. We also have the Star White. It is a tri-coat, so it's $995 for that color. Glacier Gray is also a tri-coat, 3 coats of paint, so $995 for that color as well. And then new color for this year that'll be, we assume both of them will be $495, and that is Race Red. First time available for the Mach-E. That'll be available, as well as the Adriatic Blue. So that's a retro color that you can see it on the Mustang and their build-in price, what that looks like. It's a gorgeous color, and that is available as well. I think that'd look really good on a Rally with the white wheels. Just saying, just putting that out there. Anyway, so there you go. Those are available. Oh, is it not? Oh, it is available. Okay. I was like, whoo. Now, I will say this. There are a couple colors that are not available on the California Special when we get to that, in case I forget to mention it. On the California Special, you cannot get that in the Adriatic Blue or the Desert Sand, either one of those two colors. On the Rally, you can actually get all the colors on the Rally. So there you go. All right. Those are the colors. All right, now let's get into some different packages here. And first, let's kind of talk about the GT, the Rally package here. And to get to this one, Ford does a little bit differently. Now, according to the order guide, the Rally is a package on the GT, but on the build and price, you actually have to go back to the GT. So let me go back right here, and it shows you what that cost. That was last year's price. This year it is cheaper. This package is less expensive this year. This actually doesn't show you what the package price was last year. This year that package, let me go ahead and come on over here and kind of show you what that package costs over here. There you go. It's $4,295 this year. So it's less expensive this year because they did remove some things. So let's get into this package, and then we'll kind of show you that. So we're gonna jump back over here because we do want to see what it looks like with this package on it. So here's a GT from last year, right? GT Rally from last year. So let's kind of go over this package and talk about it for this year. So first off is the wheels. So the wheels are different. Last year, there was an optional carbonized gray painted wheel with the white printed graphics. This year, that is the standard wheel. So let me go through that and pick that wheel. So there you go. So this year, that is the standard wheel for you. And we need to do something different with these colors here. If I make this bigger, I can switch colors easily. There we go. So carbonized gray wheel, it's a standard wheel for this year, and it'll come with the 235/55 R19 Michelin Cross Climate 2 all-season performance tires. They work pretty well, I can tell you that. Also, you're getting the black painted steel roof, so you kind of see that in these images. So black painted steel roof is going to be standard equipment as well for you. Aluminum underbody protection shields, and let's say front, so you'll have that. Also, you're still getting the Rallycross tuned MagneRide dampening suspension. So not only just a MagneRide, but it's Rallycross tuned for it as well. Sport pedals on the inside, so you'll have those aluminum sport pedals. Also, you're getting the Rally Sport drive mode that replaces the unbridled extended. So this in here, this is a fun drive mode. You do get unbridled still. But because I mess with unbridled all the time, you still get that, but you also get this Rallycross drive mode as well. So, and then here's you're getting a standard equipment, that performance upgrade, that GT performance upgrade, getting you more power and more performance, and it works great. So you'll have that as well. Now with this, you are going to get in the front, you're getting a chin splitter up here, carbonized gray chin splitter, so you're getting that as well. Also, you'll notice the front up there, that grille is going to be that unique grille shield in carbonized gray, the dark carbonized gray with integrated LED fog lights. So that's going to be going to be standard equipment. There you go. You can see it a little bit better there with the pony that does light up for you as well. Does say door, wheel, and bumper trim in dark carbonized gray. So that we're talking about the wheel lip moldings, the lower rocker moldings there. That's going to be all dark carbonized gray, as well as in the back. That's going to be dark carbonized gray as well back there. You do get the clear paint protective film on the lower body sides, so you'll have that as well. And then inside, you're going to get the Oxford white steering wheel, door, and instrument panel trim. So let's kind of take a look at that. So you'll have that trim up here. So you can kind of see the white chrome on the cross that looks right, and steering wheel as well. On the steering wheel, that'll all be there. The stitching as well on the seats and everything. Now, one thing you will not have is that where this is white right here, that will not be there. You're basically getting the backside of what you have on the GT. So just so you're aware of that, that is a change for this year on the inside. Ford Performance front seats with the exclusive embossed logos as well on those there too. So just so you're aware of that. And then you'll get the GT logo is removed on the center console. It says lid. Now, something else, of course, this isn't available at the California Special. So just so you're aware of that. And something else the other things that have been removed from this package, and I haven't mentioned them, right? And that is the side graphics. So the door graphics as well as the stripes. So, oops, wrong way. The stripes here on the hood, as well as the stripes coming down the lift gate. on the lift gate, those will not be standard equipment. We'll talk about options in a second, that you can still get them as part of an option. And this spoiler on the back is now optional. It will not have that. So you're going to have basically the GT spoiler on the back up there on the top. So you will not have the Rally one. And the door trims that come up will not be in carbonized gray, but they'll be in black like they are because the roof is black. So that is a change right there, those two. So there is a upgrade we'll talk about for the spoiler as well as for the graphics, if you still want that. So, but they are not going to be standard quote. There's your price, and why it's cheaper this year is because of that. Now the wheel will be the white wheel will be an optional equipment instead of standard. So looks like everybody wanted carbonized gray, so that's what they went with. Really, to be honest, they should be the same price for it, but we'll get into the pricing of the white wheels and everything here in just a little bit. So there you go. There's a difference there and what's included in that package. So now let's go back, because this next one actually isn't available in 25. It's a new package for this year. So we're going to slide over here and talk about, in fact, there's several packages that are new for this year. And one of them is that California Specials package. So it's for $2,495 for that package. And that package there, I'll put my glasses on, is going to get you, it's a new package for this year. So we haven't had a California Special on the Mach-E before. We had a California Route 1 trim level, remember that, but not a California Special. So this in here, I'm going to have to show you some images of this from Ford marketing that when it came out. So we'll get a 20-inch carbonized gray wheel with the Rave Blue printed logo and gloss black aero cover. So pretty cool upgraded wheel that you're getting. California Special badging, California Special hood stripe as well, and the GTCS embossed logo on your console lid inside the vehicle. Illuminated front pony badge in the Rave Blue painted up there. So that'll be a nice upgrade for you. And then bouncing back to the interior again, navy pier interior accents with the blue and metal gray stitching. So that'll be on your steering wheel, door, instrument panel, and center console as well. Still getting the Ford Performance front seats, but they'll be in navy pier, ActiveX trimmed with the unique Miko perforated reflective inserts, and blue and metal gray stitching on this. So real cool look to it. Floor mats with the blue and metal gray stitching as well. Now, again, this isn't available with the Rally package, so you can't get that with that. And the front floor mats, of course, as we mentioned, will be metal gray or blue and metal gray stitching. They will be deleted if you do get the interior protection package, though, so you're aware of that right there. So there you go. It's a new package for this year and available, and ought to be pretty cool. And again, on that one there, you cannot get, what was it, 2 colors you couldn't get on that one, or is it just one? You cannot get the California Special with the Adriatic Blue or the Desert Sand, so just so you're aware of that. See, I did remember. Another package that's new for this year is this GT Performance and Handling package. So right there, let's say one of this requires the California Special. So we'll talk about that. So this package here, $34.95 for this package. And this is how we're going to get the performance upgrade in the MagnaRide. So MagnaRide was standard equipment last year. Of course, you're already getting it as part of the GT Rally, so you don't need to add this to it. But this in here is going to get the MagnaRide dampening system, also get the GT Performance upgrade. That was $1,000 last year. And you're also getting a special wheel. So 20-inch machine face aluminum wheel with a carbonized gray painted pockets as well. So again, this is not available to GT Rally because it's kind of already included in GT Rally without the wheels. So there you go. And it does say it does not include 20-inch machine face aluminum wheels with the carbonized gray painted pockets when ordered with the California Special. So these can be ordered together with the California Special, just so you're aware of that right there. So there you go. So pretty cool. So that's why it kind of has these two different ones. So pricing is different. When you get the California Special, then the GT Performance and Handling is $2,000 instead of $35,000. So that is the difference right there between those two. So now, kind of talking about the performance, the Mach-E Rally package here, that if you want the stripes, the hood and deck lid stripe, like we had last year, it's going to be $495. So they're kind of putting those into this package right here. All right, another package that's new for this year is this Panoramic roof package. It's $1,875 for this, and this was available on the premium as well. We did kind of talk about it, and this is going to get you the Panoramic fixed glass roof with the infrared reflective windshield. So you'll have that glass roof, and it gets the removable panoramic roof sunshade. So just so you're aware of that, that's not available with the Mustang Mach-E 55Q. Anyway, so you'll have that. That's going to be available. That's the Mach-E Rally is what that should say, Mach-E Rally. So that is not available with the Mach-E Rally because it has to have that fixed black roof. So there you go. So that is a package available, and removable panoramic sunshade, we assume, is something we can take up and down. It doesn't mention anything about power sunshade, so we assume that's what that's going to be like. So that is a package as well. So, and there's one other package, but we'll get to that when we get to accessories because it's kind of listed under there. Now, some other packages that we need to talk about that are kind of available, and that is the Ford Connectivity Package one-time purchase. It's a 7-year, so $745 for that. So if you like that package, that extends that from 1 year to 7 years, or up to 7 years, we think. So there you go. That is available for you, and you have to order that when you order your vehicle. Some other things as well is the BlueCruise. So where is that BlueCruise? I think they actually put the BlueCruise down here. If you want a one-time purchase of BlueCruise, it's $2,000 because BlueCruise is included for 1 year already. So they gave you that 1 year included. So only $2,000 to go to the one-time purchase of this. So that is available for you if you like that. Already gets the equipment and everything. And then the SiriusXM with a 360L 3-year plan, $300 for that. That's available when you order the vehicle too. So all three of those, the Ford Connectivity Package one time, the BlueCruise one time, and the SiriusXM 3-year plan, all three of those can only be ordered from the factory. Those are not connected services that you can add when you get to the dealer, just so you're aware of that and what those look like right there. So there you go. All right, now let's start talking about some standalone options here for us. And we're going to kind of use our build and price to kind of go through this. And I want to make sure I go up here and don't miss anything. There we go. Okay. So moving down, first off, we do have, if with the Rally, don't forget you have the Oxford white wheels with the black printed graphics are optional equipment this year. They're $995. So those just flip prices for some reason. So there you go. So that's that. That's available at $995. Again, does require that package. Also, there is a summer tire, 20-inch summer tire. If you want that, the 245 45 R20. It's $300 ad for that. If you want that upgraded summer only tire, as for the that there. So, all right, make sure I cover some of these. And that tire there is not available with the Rally, of course, because it's a 19-inch wheel and does require the GT Performance and Handling package for that tire. It's just something else. I knew there's a note on there that I wanted to cover. So there you go. Now, moving down, we do have the Sirius we talked about, BlueCruise talked about. All right, the fast charging adapter. That's that North American charging standard. The Tesla adapters, if you want to be able to charge on those, $200 for that adapter, and it will come with your vehicle if you'd like it that way. And so that's an option. They did remove that from the mobile power cord package, so those are separate here for you. The license plate bracket. If you're in a state that requires a license plate, it is standard equipment. But if you're in a state that doesn't require a front license plate, it is optional equipment. You'll want to make sure you add it. It's still no charge option. The dealership would, put it in your vehicle free of charge. So the frunk, we didn't talk about it. There is no frunk. Frunk is not standard equipment this year. It is now $495 option. So if you want that, you're going to need to make sure you add that to your order, and it should be available with no restrictions there. The matte clear hood stripes, $895 for that. So if you're wanting that, that was available on the premium as well. Let me double check for any kind of constraints on that. I believe that is actually here they are. So the matte clear hood stripes, not available with the GT Rally or the California Special, but is available on the GT itself. Again, $895 for that. It's going to give you kind of a matte film on those. So, all right, moving down, we do have the mobile power cord. So this is for that level 2 charging, 120 volt or 240 volt. It's $600 this year. Last year it was $500. This year it's $600. Remember, that does not include the adapter. So those are two separate things. If you want the adapter in this, we're talking $800 for that. The Mach-E GT Performance Upgrade. So you can get that without going to the GT Performance and Handling package. In fact, it's not available with that, and it's not available with the Rally because those both already get it. But this is available, and it's $1,295 this year. Last year it was $1,000, so it did go up in price for this year. The raised rear spoiler, we talked about that. That was removed from the Rally package. It is $995. If you want that added back onto the vehicle that was there last year. So that's that is there. That's available, and that'll be a dark carbonized gray. It does require, of course, the rally package, and includes a dark carbonized gray roof trim as well. So it's kind of one piece that goes in there in the trim. Also, the tire inflator and sealant kit is $145 this year. So if you're wanting that, that is something that you'll need to want to add to your order, because it does not come with it like it did last year. So that is something to note there. It's going to be located under the load floor, just like that hook was there as well. So there you go. Now we do have as an accessory, there's an accessory package for you. It is $650 this year. Interior protection package. Let me pull that up over here on the other website for you, because so you can see what all is included in that. So there you have it. So there you go. You're going to get a cargo area cover, and what that is going to go in the glass, and it actually will kind of snap into place and then hook into place, so that way it kind of goes with your lift gate and kind of covers up the rear glass. Also, you get a cargo floor liner that'll go in your cargo floor, and then you get front and second row floor liners as well, so all weather mats, right? And then it does say without the carpeted floor mats, but I do think that yeah, front and rear does say delete standard carpeted mats as well in there. So there you go. That is an option for you too. And then there are some dealer installed options. So let's get into those options here. And these mean that they're going to be shipped to the dealer, and the dealership would put it in your vehicle or give it to you. And in these cases, some of them I would just say to go through Ford Accessories, but let's go through these. Exterior bumper protector is $165. And so if you come over here, we can kind of show you what that looks like, because I think they do have an image of that. Exterior, and it'll be on the exterior, right? Here you go. $125 last year, so it's more expensive this year, but it's not really showing it, but it goes on this rear bumper back here and protects it. It's kind of like a 3M kind of thing right there. And then also there is going to be a first aid kit. It is $80 this year, and last year it was $60. So you can kind of see what that looks like right there. So first aid kit is an option as well. And then the roadside assistance kit is $105 this year, $80 last year. Kind of see what that comes with that. And I'd just get those through Ford Accessories if I were you, instead of putting it on your build. Those aren't really needing any kind of install on those. And then there is a wheel lock kit. Last year was $95. And this year, I believe it's a little more expensive. I believe it is $125 this year if you want that. But it removes one of the lug nuts with the locking lug nut right there. And then there are a couple things that are new for this year. So I'll flip back over to ours so you can see it. So one of them is a molded splash guards, front and rear, $340 for those. And so those are splash guards that will go behind in the wheel wells, right, and kind of be into place. And then there's a UVS 100 custom sunscreen. It's $140. And that basically is going to be, you put that in your windshield, put the visors down. That helps protect it, right? So that it doesn't get too hot in your vehicle. It makes it a little bit easier when you're wanting to take off and it's not warm. You don't have to use as much of your energy or battery to be able to warm it up, or to cool it down, I should say. So there you go. That's everything that's available. So just go ahead and select your options here. Confirm your selections if you're on our website. Again, feel free to use this if you want until Ford has their build and price available to give you an idea of pricing. You should be able to print this off, or right click, screenshot it, take a picture, whatever with your phone. Take that into your local dealer. When they order it should match up with this price. So pretty closely, because we are using the order guide and the price list from Ford.com. So it should be match up just perfectly. And we always test it from time to time. Now, if you want to order from us, fill out the form over here on the right. Put in there with the invoice pricing, YouTube special, send that over. That starts a conversation. We will have a sales consultant reach out, because we'll need address and some other things that we don't require for the form. So that's a great way of getting started right there. And again, just a reminder, we are doing invoice pricing if you want to order from us. Also, we do take $1,000 off if you finance a vehicle with us, unless you're leasing, of course. And then you kind of get that offer right there. So we do have allocations available. We're always looking for people to place orders. So if you want to place an order with us, we shouldn't take too long to get scheduled. They are going to start scheduling here in a couple of weeks for the startup for the Mustang Mach-E for 26. Again, they're going to be scheduling for January and February production dates coming up here in a couple of weeks. So, get your orders in if you're wanting to get an early build and get your vehicle in probably by February, March is what your delivery dates are going to be looking like there. So, all right. That's all we have for the Mach-E. If you do order a vehicle, you want to keep updated on scheduling. So, because once you place that order, then you got to get it scheduled for production date. We do a scheduling video every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Or no, sorry, 6:30 p.m. on Tuesdays. So make sure you're subscribed with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss those videos as we do those for you and keep you updated on that. And other than that, thanks for watching this video. And until the next one, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself. We'll see you guys on the next video.